Hello everyone, welcome to the Carbon 2185 stream. My name is Lewis Scott Fraser and I will be with you for this evening. So I hope you guys are all doing really well. Hello to Commander Strain, hello Dead Channel Studios. Well, me, I was watching some Yogscast, love a bit of Trouble and Terrorist now. So how's everyone doing? I hope we're doing good this evening. We're gonna be waiting a little bit, just having a chat before we go ahead and start. We're gonna be playing we're gonna be writing a Carbon 2185 adventure with you guys. So obviously you guys are gonna have a say. Commander Strain. We're gonna be sort of writing, you guys are going to have a say, we're going to have a chat, we're going to create something really cool together, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're very excited. We're going to be doing these streams every week, same time, 7 PM British Summer Time, which is about 2 PM, I think 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, and then about 12/1 Western Coast Time. So I think roughly this off the top of my head. Hello Dungeon Mr. Ty as well, who's actually one of the guys that helped work on Carbon 2185 for us. You'll find his name in the credits to the core rulebook. So everything is looking good. I'm very happy with stuff at the moment, which is nice. Just want to move some stuff there. But yeah, just been learning Streamlabs today, getting it all set up. So happy with it, thing looks good. I'm just listening to myself on a slight delay so that I can make sure everything is running well and going all good, which it seems to be pretty well, so I'm very, very happy with that. We had a little bit of a test stream earlier that went quite nicely. We had a nice little chat. Hopefully we'll see some people there that were down with us earlier, and we were able to fix some things, improve some bits, make loads of changes. So you can go watch that little stream if you want that. Hopefully that will be archived on there, I think. Fingers crossed. So I'm just going to quickly get some bits set up. Voila. Boom. So we're capturing that window there. Keep this separate into which one. Voila. And then I can check stuff on here. You can see a little double of me. Don't stress. It'll be all good in a moment. Yeah, so going to be working on an adventure for Carbon 2185, should be fun. Like I said, just waiting on a few people to come join us, which would be nice. So if I've got 5 of you guys, say hi in the chat. How are you all doing today? What have you been up to? Been up to much? Is there any particular ideas anyone has that they'd like to see? Just let me know. Just give me a shout. And yeah, like I said, we'll be doing these weekly, so I'm super, super excited. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop down in the chat about myself. I'd be more than happy to answer whatever I can, so you guys can get to know me, and we can have a lot of fun with some of the stuff we're doing. So, like I said, super, super excited for this. Just voila. So I think we're all good. I'm quite happy with that. Don't really need to be watching that anymore. This is a good point, actually, level-wise. I think we're all good. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, yeah, double. Why would you do this? I put you up for a reason. Doesn't mean you can start talking, doing whatever you want. So, just need to get out some of my tools and stuff. Obviously got our core rulebook at Carbon 2185. And I'm also wearing, if you haven't noticed, Carbon 2185 staff t-shirt, so it's a really awesome one. Level 3 adventure I think would be good. That might be a good start. We'll have a look at what we can do. What else am I missing? I want my little, here we go. Voila. Little GM's always handy to have something like this. I very much am one of these kind of people who likes things physically. I like to be able to look through stuff and check it and read everything. So maybe we could do a bit of each as we write. We can kind of look at level 3, but then look at higher level as well. So obviously I'm thinking on what we're going to be setting on, and let me get a digital version as well, because then you guys can go through some bits as well. Map. Got to find the right file for everything. That is the interesting part. Thankfully I got a new PC. I'll show you guys here actually. This gorgeous little rig. Hope you guys do. Absolutely love it. I set up here. It's running like mid-range. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but for the most part it does the job. I've got these LED fans at the top here and the back. Look absolutely awesome. It keeps it super cool, which is nice. And overall it just runs really well. It's good for the range it is. It's quite a cheap graphics card, but like I said, it's about mid-range. It's fairly old. It's like a Radeon, I think, something like that. And in the future, I definitely will be getting something better. But for the moment, for what we're doing here today as well, it does the job, and that's all that matters. There we go. See some of those cool colours there. Oh, beautiful. It's a little silent. Is this better? Disco chamber. Yeah, it's like a Star Warsy kind of stormtrooper base. I want to get some stickers and stuff on it, or decals. She does need a bit of a clean, to be fair, as well. But for the most part, we're all good. So let's go on and have a look here. Just want to test something out here as well. Just testing the highlight message. Should hopefully highlight the message. That didn't work, so that should work. So let's do this. As I was doing test stream earlier, but now it's just kind of refining things a little bit more. So let's do add new source. This one specifically is just going to be for follows, raids, bits, deletions off. So there should be like messages, hopefully. I see lots of information. I'm gonna have to go through some of these good and proper. Love this one. Doing this one, it's there we go. Command Strong, appreciate for the sub. Thank you very much. So hopefully one of the things that I will be looking forward to doing is obviously improving all the stuff on here. Getting it to look better. There we go, so I think everything's good. So, I mean, let's just get cracking. I just need to get up some tools and stuff that I use. So we're going to be designing this adventure for 4 cyberpunks at level 3, I think it was. So I'm just looking roughly at what kind of CR we can do, which I agree obviously like do like 4 CR half. So like I said, let me get up. Cool rulebook as well. Quick source, look. And then we'll capture this as well. So let's go into something different. Primary enemy and build a scenario around that. Yeah, that would be a great idea. It's here, we're going to capture another window. Capture, add source, new one, add Streamlabs, add one. Cool robot. Oh. So we want to go corporate. I'm down for that. Just doing this so I can hide stuff and it looks semi-decent. Because like I said, all this is kind of like, I've just got stuff done together. There we go, voila. And then as I go through it, you guys will be able to see me go through the core rulebook, which I think is just nice. It's espionage. Interesting. So we want to go for a corporate. So if we're going CR half, this is with the updated stuff as well, which is great. So we should see CR 1/4, CR half. So we've got gang foot soldiers, which will be handy for a corporate. Mech, swarm of bots, synth dog, sentry bot, street racer, corporate, enforcer. So I think this was one of the ones that I helped work on and added. So okay, so we can see a decent amount. So for CR half, so because obviously we want consistent encounters with multiple enemies. So this would be cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. Just rename this. Work. Second window capture image. Voila. This is done. Bear me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Thank you so much for that. I muted the mic before just heading off. I just shaved and I found a little tiny bit of hair. I don't know if you've ever had that issue where you just shave, you find it, and me, I find it massively irritating. I can't stand it. So, right guys, let's actually get started into it. Had a chance for everyone to join up, so hello everyone. So let's get cracking with the actual adventure. So I think I'm definitely going to use some of the corporate enforcers, which, let me show you guys here, have some really awesome stats. So obviously, as you can see, let's keep that smaller actually, does that make a difference? Probably more spacing. Yeah, it's not going to do that, we'll keep that small. So with the corporate enforcer, they have quicker reflex augmentations, a DR3 ballistic, and with their no pain, their user conditioning training have taught them the corporate enforcer to deal with some pain effectively. As a bonus action, they can heal themselves 1d4 per day. So that's cool, and they've got some really good weapons. So I think that'll be good. And then obviously a CR1 we could do using a law enforcement officer, a light combat unit, or novice hacker even, because a CR. So group of level 3, we could have them go up against one CR1, which would be trivial. But then if we whack in 3 quarters, that brings us up to like a medium encounter. So I could do 4 of those. Half. There we go. So that'd be cool. So we could do that as well. That'd be handy. You should be able to hear me okay now, guys. Just let me know if you can. So by the way, obviously, if you look down further, we have our Discord that you guys can all join. If anyone isn't on there now, well, you probably have come from our Discord. You can go and check that out. Obviously, you can go to carbon2185.com. Buy carbon2185.com. It should have all our stuff in there if you're missing anything. And yeah, so overall, just looking good. So right, like I said, let's actually get started on some writing. Oh. Okay. Obviously, the most important thing, guys, a name. We need a name for this. Has anyone got any? So we'll come up with a name in a moment. Yeah. So the cyberpunks listed. It's actually really handy here as well, as I need to check my corporates for CEOs and stuff. Yeah, no, I figured name. So who were we saying for? Sword Cybernetics, weren't we? Which is the Saudi Arabia. Was Saud, wasn't it? I can attempt to. Or I could do one better for you. I could zoom in. How's that? Is that better? Hardy. Houston Dynamics. Cybernetics, robotics, personal technology. You got it's readable. Yeah, I've made it so much bigger because obviously it's doing the screen within the screen and then having everything else on there. So got that all set up here, so now you guys can see everything, no problem. Okay, so we've got Thomas Holden, CEO. Okay, I've got one better. So how about we do this? So for instance, with Houston Dynamics, they ripped off the Neuralink and made a cheaper alternative. So these guys are obviously rivals to a degree. So how about this? How about we do one where Shenzhen Let's find Shenzhen here. Shenzhen are going to hire the cyberpunks to infiltrate Houston Dynamics to steal some data from them. So, Shenzhen Solutions. Here we go. So Chinese. No one knows who the CEO is, so we can do something with that, which is great. They're the most powerful mega corporation in the world. Because I feel like some of these other corporations aren't used. So let's do that. So let's do Shenzhen Solutions infiltrating Houston Dynamics, or do we do it the other way around? Do we want to? So do we want to do the big corporation attacking the little guy, or do we want the little guy giving the finger to the big guy? Let me know what you think. Or actually, in fact, I might even be able to do a vote, and you guys can vote that. Houston Dynamic, Crown. Let me think. So the move will be essentially to steal some form of data, or we could even do it so that there is like a rat, for instance. Little guy goes after big. I like it, yeah. You guys agree? Dead Charge, you think the same thing as well? Okay. Brilliant. So we're going to do... So the cyberpunks are going to be hired... So Houston Dynamics are going to hire the cyberpunks to infiltrate Shenzhen Solutions. No, so the CEO isn't going to do it. Obviously, because it's such low levels, it doesn't make sense that they'd have that kind of connection. It's going to be like a low-end intro kind of guy, like a handler, yeah. No, it's going to be perfect. Let's just go through, draft the story and go from there. And then go from there. So let's see, have we got anyone in here that's going to be interesting? No, we'll make someone up new. Right. Block. Call him Dominic Ty. Alright, okay, let's do it. Ty. Officer. Enforcement officer. Now, do we want to do it so it's data, or do we want to do a person? I feel like it's so much easier for data. We'll do data. Treat. was the infiltrate the Shinsen solution. Compound. Steel. Apologies, some misspellings. Dyslexia is my greatest enemy. You see. Some content data archives. Heavily guarded and approach. Oh, gun glazing. Parkour could be a handler that is trying to make a name for themselves within their core or organization using the punk as a service or expensive tool. Love it. Contacted by Dominic Ty, who meets him in a dark alley. District. Offers them come in. John. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Oh, I have a variety of dips. Sorry, some food guys, do apologies. I haven't eaten today, so I will be munching away on the odd occasion. Don't mind me. Oh, that smells really good. It's gonna be hot. Oh, lovely. No, not fussed about typos. I just I'm very particular, but I just need to get into it. Once I get into a flow, then it just kind of comes out, and we'll get some stuff going. Offer some hefty payment for a simple job. Collect. These are from see, I have a slightly so Cyberpunk's content. So this is essentially our summary. Cyberpunk's contacted by Dominic Ty, who meets them down a dark alley in the nearest district, 3 to 5, and offers them 3 or 4, and offers them a hefty payment for a simple job. Collect some important data from the Shenzhen archives. and deliver it directly to him. Mention the hefty security and offers no assistance. Then schematics, recon data, and a potential in. Other than that, cyberpunks. Oh. District 4. Alright, let's just do District 4. District 4. And offers him a hefty payment for a simple job, collects important data from the Chindan archives and deliver it directly to him. He fails to mention the hefty security and offers no assistance other than schematics, recon data, and a potential way in. Other than that, cyberpunks run right. They have two options: guns blazing, or tactical espionage. Okay. But themselves. So this is something I think is fun. Like, I find a lot of the time people tend to end up spending money anyway on jobs, but the idea is this one will have an actual cost that they'll need to fund, which means that they might not be able to do the job then and there. So they might have to do some other jobs or find some other small things to fund what they need to do, which I think is fun. So this is gonna be like a decent mission for level 4, with the potential that we might end up killing a character. So let's prepare it and fund the jobs themselves. Okay. We'll keep the story short here. I type so quick, it's insane. Well, not massively quick, but sometimes it's just annoying with simple. Why is it going weird? Once they have obtained the data, why? Lights. Was obtained data that will be contacted by Gemma Lyons, assistant Dominitai, who offers the cyberpunks less money, but a favour in the future, as she wishes to make her own. Less money, but a favour in the future, she wishes to make her own ladder. So we'll have it this way. So I'm thinking this is a bit of fun. So obviously we've got Dominic Ty, who's an enforcement officer. So he's working for someone. We don't know who. Always perfect. Bit of a heist. So we're going to have Dominic Ty approach these guys. He's an enforcer. He's a faceless guy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have it so that obviously the cyberpunks have to do this job themselves. So with this heist, obviously, it's their choice to do it, you know, quiet or loud. And we're going to have a couple options, kind of like skill checks that they can do, and there's going to be costs to do those and gather those things, and what bonuses they're going to give them and tell them where they start from. So like, for instance, if they can get fake IDs and uniforms, that's going to cost them so much, but they're able to bypass the entrance, get inside the facility, and end up in the staff room. There's going to be like levels, so like they can only access certain areas of the building, and obviously again that's something they'll need to then obtain and do, so we're going to keep it simple and have that. But once they've obtained it, they've got out of the building, they are then going to be contacted by an assistant, so essentially, you know, like an actual handler or something like that, someone who probably gives them a call, tells them what they need to know, etc., that kind of stuff. So that's going to be Gemma Lyons. And she is an assistant to Dominic Ty. She's going to offer them less money, but she's going to offer them a favour. So obviously at the end of the day, Dominic Ty is a faceless fuck. He has just been told to hire these punks and get them to do a job. So we're going to have, so Gemma Lyons is going to offer them less money, but she's going to be like, I will owe you a favour. Anything you want. Like whether you want more money in the future, I can organise that. Or, you know, if you need something, I can sort that out for you. And she's wanting to make her own way. So we're going to have something about that. Betraying. Punks. Betraying Ty will make him hunt side punks and potentially appear in future missions or as a random encounter, as they not only Trent High will make him hunt cyberpunks in the and become a potential nemesis. He will appear in future missions or as a random encounter, as they not only betrayed and embarrassed him, but got him fired. There we go. So we've got a nice little what if kind of scenario that can incur. So what do we think about that? He's a synth. So I think we're gonna have it so he's genuine. He will pay them. He's been hired by someone. So we'll do a little thing on that. The idea is to make sure Shenton I'm just doing the abbreviations because they're kind of a bit easier to write. Let's use some dynamics. Let's do, yeah, we'll make him a synth so he's kind of a bit. We'll do this as well. Not. Me as she resigns. No, right. Sounds good. Yeah, she's join Sensen with Intel. Identity of cyberpunks. Hunted. Voila, what do we think about that? I'm going to add a little bit of pie. So. Go. So we've got a nice little story here. Obviously they'll pay as promised. The idea is to make sure it has no idea how many was involved. Okay, so I'm liking that. What do we think about the story for that? So let's just have a recap. So I think I'm going to call this data. Has anyone got a cool name? I'm thinking of one. Data something. What have we got? Anyone got an idea? Data diving. Love it. Absolutely love it. So let's have a recap on this. So the cyberpunks are enlisted by Dominic Ty, Houston Dynamic Enforcement Officer and Synth. The job is to infiltrate the Shenzhen Solutions data compound and retrieve some important data from their archives. The compound is heavily guarded and the cyberpunks must be careful in their approach or going guts. Blazing, sorry, hiccups. Oh, this is very nice. Apologies. So, the cyberpunks are contacted by Dominic Ty, who meets them down a dark alley in District 4. I'm going to do a little editing, why? He offers them a hefty payment for a simple job. Why are you doing this? Collect some important data from the Shenzhen archives and deliver it directly to him. He fails to mention the hefty security and offers no assistance other than schematics, recon data, and a potential way in. Other than that, cyberpunks are on their own. They have two options: guns blazing or tactical espionage. These are spicy nuggets. They must prepare and fund the job themselves in order to execute it. Once they have obtained data, they will be contacted by Gemma Lyons, assistant Dominic Ty, who offers the cyberpunks for less money but any favour in the future, as she wishes to make her own way up the corporate ladder. Betraying Ty will make him less money. Let's do and. Just but doesn't seem right. And favour in the future, as she wishes to make her own way up the corporate ladder. Betraying Ty will make him hunt cyberpunks and become a potential nemesis. He will appear in future missions or as a random encounter, as they not only betrayed and embarrassed him, but got him fired. Not siding with Lyons will make her an enemy. She resigns from Hody and joins Shenzhen, providing them with the identity of the cyberpunks who will be hunted by Shenzhen agents. Dominic will pay the cyberpunks as promised. The idea is to make sure Shenzhen has no idea what's involved. So, I think overall that's a really great little mission. Obviously, we can write this, do this, and sort of go from there. So, data diving is the name of that. Let's call that data diving. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. Great idea. Just thinking on some of the stuff you guys are saying here. Make him corrupt. I think it's fun, but we'll do it so that he's going to go through the promise. The one that's corrupt is going to be Gemma Lyons, because obviously she's going to offer them the money, and then she's going to backstab them if they don't. You know, if they don't side with her, then Shenzhen are going to know about the cyberpunk. So by siding with her, it's kind of like it's good and bad, because at the end of the day, if it's like they're doing a job, they're going through with a job, but they're going to get, you know, they're going to get it in the neck from Shenzhen, or they'll end up getting it in the neck. Like, at the end of the day, Houston's not going to really care, because if they side with Gemma, siding with Gemma is probably going to be the best option, because obviously they're going to side with Gemma. She's going to give them less money, she's going to give them something in the future, so they might make a loss, but they'll have a promise. She's going to go up the corporate ladder. Houston are going to be good. The other company's not going to know, because at the end of the day, Dominic's going to be fired, and so I'd assume he'd be blacklisted or disregarded, so therefore, you know, they're not going to want to listen to a synth. And the fact that he's a synth as well is great, because, you know, he's going to have that stigma. He's going to have that sort of approach with people that are going to come after him. They're going to be like, you're a synth, like, I'm not listening to you. You know, there's that prejudice against him. So not only has he been disgraced, but he's also a synth, so it doesn't work well in his favour. So he's just going to build this vendetta, and I think, again, that's a nice bit of character development. If they don't expect to get knifed by somebody, they aren't really... Yeah, there you go. So we have a nice little bit of a revenge scheme. So, hello, by the way, to Eraser, who's just popped in. Just gonna say, obviously, a thank you for all the follows and subscribes. Obviously, we've got Command Strain. Thank you, Hyperviolet, for the follow. Appreciate that. So, yeah, so they're gonna get backstabbed. Yeah, they're going to backstab Dominic Ty, and then he's going to want to get revenge on them, or they get the person that's trying to backstab Dominic Ty, and so far, you know, and then they end up getting him on them, or if they side with him, then they're going to get another corporation on them. So no matter what, someone's going to come after them, so the end result is always going to be the same, and that's the point. Obviously, this adventure is going to be the same. You're always going to get, no matter the outcome, someone's going to come off cyberpunk. So this adventure adds this mission adds a cool thing where there is a follow-up to it, and there's more to it. You can just play the adventure, play the mission, sorry, I keep saying adventure, and then we have something else. So, right, let's actually get into the writing part of it, and actually get some stuff started, so it's going to be cool. So we've got our story, so... Mission... Bin. Was it District 4 we said? It's only being paranoid until someone tips the corp hitters off about where they're hiding out, yeah. Was it District 4 we said? I'm trying to think. Scroll up. District 4. District 4. Yeah, D4. Thank you. You must be the punks I've heard so much about. Impressively disappointed if I do say so myself. Was expecting a bit more. He likes the next stick. Treated as a... Right, let's see what he's treated as. So it was CR1, wasn't it? So he would be... I want to be a CR1. Do I have a fun CR1? I don't. That's annoying. Unless I do him as a CR2. Let's do him as Corporate Soldier. So CR2. I'll just double check some stuff on my calculator. So, group of 4, level 3, 1 CR2, calculated, it's deadly, so let's do 1/4. So we can do it. So he's going to be treated as a corporate soldier. Oh, the nuggets going cold. Never good. Let's go for... Yeah, this region. Each piece of information requires a successful check, and fails or refuse. So, just obviously, because at the end of the day, this guy, he's not just going to openly go, hey, my name is Dominic Ty, I'm a synth, and I work for this company. He's going to arrive, he's going to tell these guys what to do, and he's going to leave. But, you know, he's going to willingly want to give them a little piece of information. So obviously he's going to, you know, if they can persuade him, like, he won't react well to intimidation. No one should. Like, especially this kind of guy who's surrounded by guns. But persuasion, if they could, you know, Cyberpunk are like, look, share us a little bit about you, maybe, you know, we can trust you. So he will share his name, corporation, and fact, and the fact that he's a synth. But each piece of information will require a successful check, and 3 fails will make him refuse to answer anymore. Dominic is angered. Hold on. He would announce that he's a synth. That's more personal. I think he's property of the corporation, so he's probably been brought up and raised on that. And especially, like, for instance, how about we do this as well? We'll add this. Keep this check low, DC 10, and let's make it perception. I feel like perception is just nice and simple. Yeah, perception. Well, the thing is, he's obviously going to be obviously simple because he's going to have the lines that they have. It's a big give in the world of Carbon 2095. Insight. Let's do or. Why is the synth? They'll be able to want and notice a few clues. Model commonly used. Here we go. Yes, because we're using Carbon, not D&D. Notice a few clues reveal the fact that Dominic is a synth model commonly used by Houston Dynamics. There we go. So, how about this as a little thing? So, if they fail these intimidation or persuasion checks, if anyone in the party is a synth, they'll be able to use a DC 10 perception or sense motive, and notice a few clues revealing the fact that Dominic is a synth model commonly used by Houston Dynamics, commonly branded as the D0M0NIC model, which is used for security purposes. Once they have learned all they can, or Dominic is angered by the questioning, he will proceed to do the following. Mentions schematics. Here. Resources. What else did we mention that he was giving them? He'll give them recon data. Details. -1-9-2-3 -21 naming drive label Shenzhen 192321 is employer. And let's look at wealth. just gonna base off income. Oh, Matty Morks. Let's go 300,000 each. Although I know there's a section on money probably in particular. But welcome to the stream. Rules. Let's go. We need inventory might be the one for addiction. I absolutely love some of these, by the way. Fincia and Tiger were two that I came up with and created. Love them, absolutely love them. They're handy drugs, but obviously not. One of them is legal, which is Tiger. Fincia is not legal, but just use them as kind of an expansion on Pat Kim and the Medistrike group. So just kind of a bit of their history and so on and so forth, which is fun. Little details. So food and alcohol. I know it's somewhere around here. It's probably quite far down. Rules. Apologies if all you can hear is clicking. I'm just furiously going through this to try and find what I need. Aha! Nope. There are some fun new things I haven't seen and I'm eager to have a look at. It's definitely new, yeah, new enemies, there was new drugs put in, new augmentations I believe as well, all in the core rulebook in the augmented updated edition, which came out quite some time ago. Might be off the trap. So there we go, starting wealth by level. So if I go based off level 3, so 300,000 is pretty good, so it's obviously additional wealth, but I'm thinking that's pretty decent at that level. So maybe let's see it as a little bit of a upscale. We'll go to 350 each. I think 350 each is decent. Each 350. Why not? Dominic throws a drive at the Cyberpunks and mentions Cyberpunks. He mentions that feet. He mentions that it contains schematics for a Shenzhen Solutions data facility, contacts for potential resource patrol routes, and the mission details. For successfully attaining the drive label Shenzhen 192321, his employer will pay you each 300. Oh. Shortly. He leaves. Service. Easy. Let's list these off. Points. Here's 7 rays. So there are a few new things I haven't seen. Eager, Sup, What I Missed, Street Influence. I like that. Well, when we write to those sections, we'll write if they don't have a certain amount, they'll contact the people and they won't want to deal with them. So I think it's important, because essentially what it is that the fake IDs and stuff is kind of your alternative for being sneaky and espionage, and then the counter for discounting orgs is that they have a certain amount to deal with these people and they can buy a bunch of good stuff at level 3 for a slight discount. It's going to be like 10%, something like that, which isn't going to be a lot. Oh, I wish I had more halloumi. Apologies, like I said, I haven't eaten. These are cold, so no more. Ooh. Oh. So yes, we need to check. So I'm thinking of investigation. Confident or confidant? More confident. It's been included to elude the side points, making them more confident. Let's go more falsely confident. attack on an enzyme, it is recommended they pair properly. This feat will be harder. Someone question, are OGs registered, as in you have the obvious fake IDs and they have to be hardly found by IDC. So let's have a look at that quick. That's a good point. Here's my little core rulebook here. So we're going to use this. Go to OGs, equipment augmentations. So they have certain requirements. So obviously they have their influence required, so tier 0 they can have, they're extremely common. We then select, we have new stuff, and like the counterfeit one, hidden compartment, these are new ones that got added. Tier 1 requires no influence, they are fairly common. New ones include the, if there are any, I don't think there is. No. Might be holographic clothes. No, don't think that'll know. Nothing new on that section. Tier 2 requires 5 influence, and they are uncommon among the population. Runners, reinforce, shock absorbers. Tier 3 requires 11 corporate, 12 street. They are rarely seen. Biolink. Tier 4 are exceedingly rare. Require corporate 15, street 16. Let's go tier 5, which are illegal. So it's only tier 5 are illegal. So you can have up to a tier 4 if you've got the appropriate influence, which they wouldn't at level 3. There's no way in hell they would. But yeah, tier 5 is illegal because it's like Black Ops sort of stuff. Oh, good click. Sorry, So if they have, Jonathan, can I do this? Can I keep this up like this and then do that and then minimize it? No, it stays up. Okay. Good to know. Let's check here. What was I looking for? I had something that I wanted to look for. Yeah, fake IDs would be kind of moot. By like that augmentation level. Here we go. So the corporate levels, here we go. So by level 3 I think there is a thing that mentions about influence and what levels. Because generally they earn rate 2 per character level, so let's assume they might have 2, 4, 6 influence in either one. So let's say they at least have, because I feel like the influence to get fake IDs and stuff, do we do that 3? I feel like 3 for both of them. They need to have at least 3 influence of each of them, because in one level each, they focus on each, they can do both, but then I feel like not everyone's going to do that. Clearance for the Ogs. So let's go with it. let's do this as well. Let's increase the payment. Because then if they have to pay for a lot of stuff, obviously. Let's just do 500k. Screw it. And then we'll have 150 in expenses, potential expenses for each of them. Because that's each. They're getting 5 million. So they're going to offer them 2 million. So tactical route. The cyberpunks can obtain fake IDs, uniforms, concealable weapons, and key cards. If they have free corporate influence, otherwise the contacts will not want to deal with them. If they do have the appropriate influence, it will cost them 100k. IDs. Staff. Areas. Accept. Locations. Access. All areas. Accept classified applications. Cannot bring weapons. Let's have a look. I'm just going to get to my book. So, I was thinking KHMA OGs, like Bulldozer Mark III. See, the thing, I think we need to add corporate things with those, because at the end of the day, I feel like with those ones, obviously, something we didn't include was the corporate influence. Kind of forgot about that when I was actually working on it myself, so they need to be added. So we can do that easy peasy, but yeah. Like Mark III, I would assume is like CR3, CR2, not CR2, but Influence 2 and 3. Actually, no, they might. No, they do have their tiers on there. If you look at KHMA, let me get my KHMA. Let's get this on quick. I've already got it up, sweet. So here we go. Let's have a look. So I'm pretty sure in the OGs they do. Obviously this is just... Here we go. Yeah, they do have tiers. So the Bulldozer is tier 3. Yes. There we go. So Bulldozer is tier 3. So it would require so on and so forth. Tier 3 meaning they require 11 corporate influence, 12 street, and it's tier 3. They're rarely seen among population. At the end of the day, if you're working construction, again, something they would provide. So yeah, tier 3. What was I looking for? That's it. I'll go weapons because I want to make a simple concealable weapon that is going to essentially be the same damage for everyone. So obviously with this espionage approach, the idea is they don't get into combat. It's only going to be a pistol, so we'll have it so it does 2d4 ballistic damage. Oh, actually, in fact, we can use a KHMA weapon. I've just remembered this. If you'll alert your attention to this. The KHMA resin pistol. It's worth 110,000. Just imagine heavy odd characters trading as civilians. Yeah, we had this situation before in a job that I did in one of my campaigns where we were doing a job and we were doing a job, and I was playing as quite a large synth, and I had these massive arms. Like we had this homebrew thing where I had these massive arms, and yeah, it was like, how do I blend in? And it's like, yeah, no, it wouldn't make sense, would it? So we had this whole thing of like pretending that I was a model that they were bringing in and stuff, and that was just the whole thing. So yes, I work for Dragon Tail Games. My name is Lewis Fraser, Lewis Scott Fraser. I am a IP line manager, so I work on titles and stuff like that. Yeah, they work. Command Strain's actually from my campaign, so everyone gives some love to him. Yeah, we had a great time. It was interesting. They were great arms. They were stupid, but I enjoyed them. It was a lot of fun. But yes, I'm working. I've written the Fragmented Legacy Series 1 and 2, the Unhackable, and Fire Fist. Those were really awesome to make. With obviously the Unhackable, the idea, especially like this, for instance, was the idea on information. And in the world of, you know, such amazing technology, what's the ultimate way to keep something safe? And that would be to keep paper copies, which is very rare. So obviously I'd recommend going and play that if you haven't. I think it should be on buycarbon2185.com. I'll actually check now just to verify. Yeah, so if you go on to buycarbon2185.com, you can get the Fragmented Legacy Unhackable PDF for £7. And you can also get Fire Fist. They are both amazing adventures. Fire Fist is one I also wrote, which is about like underground street fighting and human trafficking. It's a great one. Really, really good. It's all about like kind of like control and stuff and everything. Awesome adventures. Anyone? I don't know if anyone's actually played them in particular. Just out of curiosity, has anyone played the Fragmented Legacy series yet? I'm actually gonna be running that on the other channel I'm on as well, which is going to be fun. So super excited for that. And of course, like I said, we're going to be doing more streams and stuff every week. I'll be back again next week. So make sure to join me at 7 PM British summertime, which is going to be about, I think, 2 PM Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Simrays, for the follow. You'll be able to keep updated for whenever we go live. Yeah, just overall really, really great. So yeah, I do actually work for the company. So here, I haven't actually changed this proper, have I? Sorry, apologies. I've got like these really tight shorts on, and then right down the spine. It's like our actual staff t-shirts. So we wear these at like conventions and such. Awesome tops. Really nice. I've had this for a while now. We actually went to Dragon Meet one year, and it was really great to meet some fans and actually chat with them. Shirt is sweet. Thank you very much, Sunrise. But yes, love this top. Absolutely love wearing it. Yeah, it's great. So what we're gonna do is, let's get back to the adventure. So we're gonna give them the KHMA resin pistol. So we'll be able to, but they won't all get one. They're only gonna get 2, because at the end of the day they'll need to pay a lot more then, because if it's worth that much, we're going to do 200k. So essentially they're just paying for the guns, but the all the other stuff is obviously, they won't be able to use this stuff again. Once they've used it, that's it. We cannot be provided with 2 KHMA resin pistols. And how much ammo? So what's the ammo? Ammo is 10mm. Resin 10mm. So you can use the KHMA resin pistol can use, I think, regular ammo, but then obviously it has to also. So So it can use obviously 10mm, but to get the full effect of the whole metal detector thing, you have to be using the resin pistols. So let's do 30 Gen Con. Oh, I'd love to go to a convention. Yeah, I'd love to go to a convention. I'd love to go to Comic Con. I haven't been in so long. Last time I went, I think I cosplayed as Negan from Walking Dead. I had like my hair slicked back. I had a bit of a gruff beard. I was doing like the voice and everything. It was great. I absolutely loved Walking Dead at the time. So it was a few years ago. More than a few years ago actually now. About 3 years, something like that maybe. But yeah, missed that. I need to go Comic Con. Yeah, absolutely love it. So we're giving them that, and if only 2 of them, we're going to give them 30 bullets. Or a pack each 20. 40 bullets. We'll give them 40 bullets. Nope, we're going to limit it. Oh no, if only 2 of them have bullets, we'll do 10 for each side bullets. So guns blazing routes. So guns blazing route with free street influence. Oh. Because I'm nice, we'll do 20%. There you go. Small job before offers. So again, street, we're not going to make it easy. So with free street influence, side products can get a 20% discount on weapons, orbs, irons, just for this mission. They will buy from a specific dealer who may ask a favour or a small job before he offers this discount willingly. to sort of say head on. Can sneak into the sewers. 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 50K. Maybe even do it undetected. So they can still do stealth if they do the whole guns blazing thing. They don't have to go undercover. So far, was everyone think on our little adventure? We've done pretty good. So for anyone that hasn't seen, we're just going to go for the adventure. So, is there a lesser bandolier, like if you want to carry 30 rounds on my belt, that would be 2 extra clips for the 10 million asking from the pistol, depending on PI. So, is there a lesser bandolier? 30 rounds on my belt, that would be 2 extra clips for the 10 million asking from the pistol, depending on PI. So, it's actually a good question. Let's have a little look quick, see if we can find something can answer your question for you. Oh, apologies, I've had the core rulebook up this entire time. My apologies. Let me put that back up. Let's go to equipment. So, bandolier wise, we've got the holster for ammunition. And the bandolier. So the holster this holster for ammunition holster can hold up to 20 rounds of ammunition and is worn on the belt. So you could do that essentially instead, use a holster instead of the bandolier. So obviously you're saying about using a bandolier, so the holster is the sort of the next option. It's a lot cheaper than the bandolier as well, because obviously the bandolier has 50 rounds. Yeah. So I think that would be better, because it would make sense, because bandolier's cool and all, but obviously if you're a PI, I'd just buy 2 holsters. Got 2 holsters you could probably quite easily fit on your belt. They're worth 501 longs as opposed to the bandolier, which is 2,000. So a lot cheaper to get a holster, and I'm sure you could easily fit 2, one here, one there. I as a GM would say that's cool. I'd personally be like, yeah, makes perfect sense. Obviously, like, there's our point where, yeah. Well, think about it. It's a holster. It's going to be enough to carry, like, it would be like a bag. Like, it would be like, a good example. It literally would be like having like a large bag here, as opposed to a bandolier. Obviously, a bandolier is like a series of stuff going across your chest. So, you know, obviously you can carry more at once. But like 2 of these. Obviously, if you were going to do any more, I'd say no, because, like, you know, where can you put it? It's going to be cumbersome. Because I've worn, like, working at, like, pub jobs, obviously I've had, like, money belts and stuff like that, and that stuff becomes a bit cumbersome once you've got a lot on. So having 2, I personally as a GM would say, yeah, I'd say that's cool. Any more than that, I'd say no. You can't carry any more than that, because, like, you're getting to the point now where, like, it's a bit much. So I'd go with that. That would probably be the best bet. So far we're on mission. So what we've developed is we've got a general story of it. So essentially they have to prepare for this mission. They go in, they can either go guns blazing, or they can go in silently. They can still go guns blazing and pay the extra 50k to go in through the sewers, which that will have its own encounter. And we'll maybe have something like you know, you could possibly throw a cyber vampire or like some drug addicts, whatever works. So they'll go through that and make their way into the facility. So obviously we'll write all the rooms and stuff when we do that. Where the drive is, you know, going through doors, we'll write all that stuff. So we're going to do this next week. So we'll do that. Cyber alligator in the sewers. Love it, like a little experimentation thing. Because I think they still will have a basic encounter, because it'll be a situation they can avoid, because going into the facility, obviously it's gonna be, if they end up going in firefights in the facility, they're gonna be at disadvantage because they won't be able to rest before that. So it'll be a situation they can try and avoid. Then they'll go into the facility, they're gonna get the drive, they need to then escape with the drive, which then they'll have different escape options, which, you know, we'll keep it simple. Like, these are the two approaches, they go through it, and then obviously we have our sewer section, which is going to be simple. It's going to be, this is what happens, you go through, you're going to meet these on the way, this is how you can deal with it. If not, it's an encounter. So that's that. They then make it in, so we'll have a section saying, obviously, if they start as janitorial staff, they will be able to go into the facility, they'll have to go to this area, and this is where they'll start to avoid suspicion. And from there, I have a player desire to betray Ty. Yeah. So you can go through, we'll have it so they go through, so they'll go into the facility. Obviously, if they start as janitorial staff, they'll start a certain place. If they attack the facility head on, they're just going to start at the gate. If they then go ahead and go through the sewers, they could potentially go in. The sewers will end up being in, let's say, for example, I feel like the sewers would be fun to just immediately put them in the server room or close to it, something like that. So this is, again, like, the different options will yield different starting points, so they'll start somewhere different than that, maybe just outside the facility but inside the gates. So we'll do that. Then obviously we've got our escape options, we'll have all the rooms and stuff inside, so I'll kind of scribble some bits for next week. And then once they escape, obviously we'll have our escape options. They can go back through the sewer, they can hijack a vehicle, they can hijack a helicopter. So we'll have all these options they can do. So it's kind of, the players can explore, here are the rooms they can encounter, here's the ways out they can take, and kind of just have to run with it and what they're going to deal into in each of those rooms. The facility isn't going to be massively complex, because mainly it's going to be security, it's going to be automated, it's going to be robots. So we'll do that. They escape, they then get contacted by Lions, who offers them less money but a favour. Then we can do it so that we then have, obviously, we can have that meet that they go to, so they go meet her here as opposed to there, and then they can go meet Thingy, hand it off, and that'll be the end of the mission. And then obviously we have our after effect of what happens because of that. So, which is all listed in the story, but we'll still mention it again at the end. So that's going to be the end of our adventure. And then maybe even we could go about actually creating the maps, and then this adventure will be kind of fully done. And maybe even, you know, we could potentially format as well. That would be quite fun. You guys could see sort of how I do some bits maybe, or we might just leave it there and just do something new. So we're coming up to the end of the stream, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this so much. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you guys. Hello, Time Lord's wife. Speak of the devil. So quick shout out to anyone here. This is Time Lord's wife, who I actually stream with tomorrow. Every week Wednesday we play D&D. So much fun. It's really awesome. Also Dungeon Mr. Ty, Command Stream. We all stream tomorrow. Obviously we're going to be doing this here. This is all stuff Carbon 2185. We're all here. Is is Seven Rays who I think it is? So we stream every Wednesday, but here, guys, obviously we're going to stream every Tuesday, 7 PM. You know, I'll be creating adventures. Eventually, hopefully, we'll be doing some other stuff, which will be really fun. It is fun. So yeah, all of us are here. So this is the whole crew that plays. We play our own little session. So come join us tomorrow. Lizard Arm himself, love it. So yeah, we're playing some D&D tomorrow, which will be fun. I'm very excited for that. Stream. So with these guys, so if you go follow Time Lord's wife, I stream with them every Wednesday, but here I'll be streaming every Tuesday, and eventually I'll be running my own games. I GM the games over there, and I'll be GMing some Carbon 2185 here as well in the future, as well as writing adventures and sort of even having some stuff with you guys. I mean, actually, to be fair, instead of finishing here, I will quickly have a break, go sort out a couple bits, come back, because I kind of want to keep working on this because I'm quite enjoying it so far, if you guys want to stick around. So bear with me a moment, we'll take a quick break, I'll be right back. But everyone, go check out Time Lord's wife, she's amazing, Kayla is awesome. I love playing with all these guys, I have so much fun, and we're streaming tomorrow at 8 PM British Summer Time. More, we want more, so yes, give me a second, we'll do a bit more, we'll run over a little bit longer. Which should be fun. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. Thanks so much for everyone's coming so far. It's great to see so many of you join us here. Like I said, we'll be doing this more. I want to do more with you guys and sort of have that for you. So bear with me a mo, and I'll be right back. Hello everyone, back, sorry for the wait. I'm just going to go on for a little bit longer. So, let's carry on, let's get as much as we can done in the time we have left. So far we've got the two options, we've written those, root cause sorts, first meeting, got what everything includes on the data drive, and their approach. So we've got everything here, so obviously those are their options. Ready. Where are they going to execute the plan, and then we'll go on to a new section. So let's go back to my corporate section. Anyone tell me what page corporate section is? See if anyone can get it right off the top of their head. Let's see if anyone knows. So, hello everyone. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Command Strain. I'm very happy to be back. So go. Can anyone give me the page number for corporations? Anyone guess? Closest guess. We'll see who gets it. Who have we got? Who else is here? Everyone give me a hello. Let me know you're still here. Hello there. $1,447 Ray says. Did he look? Did you look? You got it correct? Oh no! Oh no, he did. He got it correct. 144. Well done, 7 Rays. Well done. We got Houston. Was doing it while you were gone. You had a thought. Speaking of which, just so everyone can read it. So I actually have a few people here. Oh, maybe not. Apologies for that. Just showing everyone their emails and stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't realise you guys would access this. This is the shared file we have for streams and stuff. So yeah, you can go through and have a read. Give me your thoughts. So I'd like to see some kind of distracting candy in the facility, some other piece of corporate hardware software. If they go for that, they can't get to the drive. The choice between benefiting them or complete the mission is given. I love that. That's great. We can add that in. Love it. Love the idea. That's good. We'll do that. So maybe we do something that's going to send the facility into, like, it's going to crash if they remove it. Stop. Enter. But no, I do like the idea. I completely agree with 7 rays. Tim's great idea. I think it's a really good one to go for. Where they can move freely. Blazing means 1, 2 things. Come in. We have coffee. Thank you. Little D&D up here. It's a heat mug as well, so obviously the image shows here. So if you can see that well. So I don't want to spill it over everything, so I can't exactly turn it much. Like there's a file named JFK, they click it, find it was KGB. The lockdown, of course, it purely benefits my Oliver's Vice. So no, I'm thinking more something along the lines. I'm thinking either something physical, because at the end of the day, they're not going to know what's on this data file. If they attempt to hack it and find out what's on it, the drive is going to, the system's going to purge itself, because obviously, like at the end of the day, sewers. Strength level in the sewers. C. Approach or read each area as approach. So the idea is obviously there's no particular set way this is done. Shiny new tank. That approach will read each area as they approach. So we've got our Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back in a moment. Just going need to sort something out. If you can give me some ideas on what they find, I want it to ideally be something physical that they can grab that's going to cause the facility going to lockdown and a purge, then they can sell. So it's got to be something that they can obviously get away with quite easily, something small. So any ideas, feel free to leave that down in the chat for me. I'll be right back. apologies for that, folks. I had to go deal with some bits. Small child that was deciding to be a bit rebellious and loud. So I do apologise if anyone can hear that on the stream. But I am back. Gonna have a little bit longer. I'm saying going over half an hour. So here we go. 7 rays with an idea. Maybe some form of tech like experimental ammo specs. The praise right, like marketing higher. That you portray quiet and hurt your influence. Okay, I like it. So we can do this. So they can go for this stuff if they look for it. There's a chance that they can successfully obtain it with a check. If they fail the check, the facility goes in lockdown. They lose their opportunity to get the data. But if they escape with the experimental technology, they can use Lions, and she'll go, if you give me give me the technology, I will return it to the company, say I was able to acquire it and still get that promotion. So you're still able to benefit her. Dominic will automatically hate you for it. And if you don't want to go for her and you have a street contact, you can sell it, but they'll sell it for significantly less. You'll get a small cut of it. So, you know, she'll contact you nonetheless. So I think we'll do that. I like that though. I like the experimental tech idea. Thank you. I'm glad you like that too. See, that's which obviously this is the idea that I want to do. If I'm ever doing anything like this and we're developing, streaming, etc., the idea I want to do is that we're, you know, creating something like this. So we're working together. You guys get to bounce your ideas off me, and then we get to generate that and sort of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to leave it here. So we know where we're at now. I love the idea. We'll keep that, and again we'll be back next week to crack on with that. I see Command Strain's having a good little look. But if anyone would like to join us tomorrow on Time Lord's Wife, please go ahead, give her a follow, check that out, and we'll see you tomorrow. But obviously here we'll be doing a ton of Carbon 2185 stuff, so make sure to join us every Tuesday. And also I believe our next stream is Thursday at 7 PM, so Tuesday and Thursday at 7 PM British Standard Time. So come check us out, join us. We've had so much fun today, guys, so thank you so much for coming down. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, you can go check out our Discord down below. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time, and I'm looking forward to finishing this adventure with you, so we'll probably crack on with that next week. So as you Brits say, cheers. Have a great night, Lewis. Yes, you too, Command Strain. 7 Rays, you too. Yeah. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for tonight. Make sure you go to DragonTurtleGames.com, sign up to our mailing list, and follow the channel, because we'll be back 2 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 PM British Summer Time, to just have fun. So, take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure having all of you here. And yeah, take care. Bye.